What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Blueprints. Guys, I have to admit something. I think I'm officially obsessed. I should have stopped recording a while ago. I've been recording the last couple episodes in a row, and I should be not recording, and I am doing it anyway because, God, this game just, it has this grip on you. It's this deep. It's actually, it's worse now than it was. Because before, it was like like a curiosity, right? I'm going to do root cellar here. It was a curiosity before, right? Oh, I don't see. Yeah, there's not a, it doesn't look like there's a wall here. Okay, cool. So at least we investigated that. There's no breakable wall here. There was like a curiosity, but it was like, oh, I don't know. There's still some stuff to figure out. Like, it's a little bit daunting. Now that we have kind of like a lot of the pieces of what this game is, it's just like all consuming. And that's tough to wrestle with sometimes, especially when you have a life, or at least you try to have a life. Cool. So our goals are still the same. We want to get Boiler Room. We want to get Mount Holly gift shop this early is crazy. We want to get Boiler Room. We want to get back to room 8. That didn't go very well in the last time. I don't really know why. But we're gonna investigate everything in just a moment. Okay, so we're here at the den. We have swans. Where's the bear at? Am I crazy? Did I dream a bear rug in here? Okay. Yeah, I guess I did. What the I thought there was a bear rug on the floor. I guess maybe did I conflate it with the room 8 one? I guess I did. Weird. Okay. So, yeah, so Boiler Room, room 8, which means I need to draft Gallery. That's the thing I really need. And I had the perfect setup last time. I just couldn't secure it. Let's just keep going. Yeah, let's just keep going for a second. I have enough stuff. Security, hallway, parlor. Hallway isn't terrible. And then, do I do a straightaway here? Yeah. Okay, that's a bedroom. And then we can go up. Security storeroom. Let's do security there. All right, now we're going to start making our way back downstairs. Yeah. Don't really have a ton to say now. Everybody knows where we're at in the game now. Let's make a left turn if we can. Bedroom is good here. Let's just check it, make sure there's anything in here that we can use. No. But we can grab... I see the coupon book. Don't worry. I'm not missing that. Safes is an interesting thing. We still have 2 safes. We're owed 2 safes somewhere else in the game. Don't know where. Have no clue. But we're going to find them. We certainly are. Pantry. Kitchen. Storeroom. Do I have... Actually, storeroom is fine. Let's get that out of the way. As if I couldn't desperately use the keys in here. It's never a bad option. It's just a bad option if we're trying to do other stuff in there. Okay, hallway, courtyard. Let's do courtyard here because I could have an item that could help us. Item? No item? No item? This room always has an item. Is it because I have the blessing thing on? It might be. That's actually worse. There's no reason to draft the courtyard if I don't have an item for it. Let's go with the closet. I can work my way back around. So we got a gem, we got a key, dice. All right. And only a coupon book. Okay. So we've properly filled out whatever we can down here. Uh-oh, I see the security door. We'll hold off on that. Hopefully we can get ourselves a key card. Did I go? I did. I had the root cellar. Okay. Courtyard. Item here? No. We're gonna have a ton of dig spots, but no shovel. These aren't bad. Let's go with chapel. Let's go this way. Courtyard. Oh my god, this is crazy. Let's go with hallway this way. I don't necessarily even need to use the chapel. I could just go this way, not lose a coin, and then just do this. Dark room. Secret passage. Let's go. I want to redraw, actually. Yeah, that's much better. Parlor here. And I'm going to actually, just in case I get utility closet, I'm just going to... Oh, and that's a security door anyway. Wind up key. Okay, here we go. So, the white box is true. The gems are in this box. The gems are not in this box. Okay. So that if that's true, then that's true. That's also true. So that can't happen. So that's lying. The gems are not in this box. That's a lie then also, which means the gems are... This is true. White box is not true. So the gems are not in this box. The gems are not in this box. It means the gems are here. How many of these things did they write? It's so many puzzles. Okay. Finally using some resources here. Hallway. Okay. Utility closet is not bad. Oh yeah, we could do that. Off. Gymnasium off. Darkroom on. Okay, maybe we make our way back to security. Let's see what happens there. Classroom. Let's try it. Okay, so this is just grade 1. So this functions like every classroom. So what we want, really, is now that we have this classroom in the draft pool, we could get the other classroom and get to the final exam, as indicated by our achievements. We can redraw, but hallway's not terrible. So maybe we just do that. Okay, so now we're here back in security. We have the door, but because they're off, we now can do view estate inventory, keycard system. Let's go keycard system settings, set the security level to be high and also unlocked. And now we could also hit the experiments. I have a feeling this run's not going to lead to much because our goals are just very specific rooms, but could be wrong about that. Okay, lab, yes. We also have all the rooms that they said have a wall in them that we could break, which I don't have the thing to break it, but gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house each time you unlock or bypass a security door. That's cool. Yeah. Start experiment. Because I'm about to do that a couple times. All right, we're now in security. We're going straight forward. Drawing room. Furnace, guest bedroom. Yeah, I mean, sure. We're going to get at least the gem back. Okay, let's see. What do we get? Veranda, walk-in closet. Let's redraw. Those are worse. Okay, courtyard, I guess. Let's go with... So I could still do dark rooms, so we'll keep that as an option. Commissary... Pantry is better. I don't have a shovel. I need a shovel. Dining room. Lab. Dining room is the best one. Let's go with pantry here. I probably should just go from dining room across. Rumpus room. Commissary. Yeah, I'm willing to give commissary a shot. And then let's go this way. Conference room. Sure. Okay, we have received dinner. Conservatory, study. Freezer. Let's go with conservatory here. Secret passage, attic, library. We could take attic down to at least unusual, because that's always been helpful. But we just need the gems. But to be honest, we've been having 3 gems. If we get attic more often, that's kind of crazy. Maybe unusual. Just not as rare as it is. And library can come down to... Again, I like where they are. I think actually the balance of the game is good. Which is rare. That I'm not fighting against the game's thing. Okay, so walk-in closet's great here. Cupcake. And then 2 gems. Okay, wonderful. Alright, still need a shit ton of work here. Boiler room! There we go! There we go! Okay, boiler room. So, we got a key out of that. Okay, so with this, it's this box. So what does this not allow us to do? Can I get... Okay, so that's now on. So I just don't have a bridge now. But I could always change that. I can change that at any time, and I don't need the boiler room to necessarily be on towards a thing. As long as that's on, that's my most critical thing right now. Because I might be able to bust open a door and then come back and then change it. Okay, so that's our goal this time now. Is just to see what we could do with that boiler room. We've got to get outside. So let's go down to commissary. Oh, haha, okay. Let's just take the long route. It's fine. We have steps to burn. What do we have? Metal detector, sleeping mask, salt, shovel. Shovel, I mean, is... Probably should take shovel. There's a freaking dig spot in every single room. Turnip. Okay, let's just see what we could do. Keeping digging. Nothing of interest. Okay, where are we now? We're here. Did I go in here? I think I did. Okay. All right, let's keep moving. There's an entire left side of the house we can explore. Yeah, the fastest way to get there is definitely through here. Any dig spots in the classroom? Okay, here we go. Garage, bunk room, mage chamber. Well, we're stopped. Which is fine because we now have something we can investigate. So let's just see what bunk room has. Gems. Okay, excellent. We spiked a lot of the where's the item in the room? Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know if we're going to use that, but we might as well have it. Key. We have so many keys. Oh, we could head down to Foundation. We can open up every one of the doors down there. That's not a bad idea. Or the doors, the chests. It's all progress. I wish we had the locker room this time around. I would love that. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's go down to Foundation. Open up some of those reservoir chests. Turnip. Turnip. And actually, we could head from here directly to that space outside. Because all we have to do is walk out the door in the back of the basement, right? Everything is so interconnected now. But we'll do this one first. So let's see what we can do in terms of our keys. So we're trying to find our allowance. Pink boxes don't have any prizes. That's for sure. That was a confirmed fact. So let's just keep opening up anything else. Only one blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. Probably that one. The box containing allowance tokens is marked by that. Well, that's a lie. Aha! I got him. This box contained 3 allowance tokens. Wow, they are 3. Cool. I feel like I should probably open up the rest of them, but that may be crazy. I don't think there's anything else to look for. More than 2 boxes contain prizes. That's a lie. Therefore, that's it, right? Is that all of them? No pink boxes contain prizes, so I don't need to open any pink ones. Is every other box but a pink box open? Yes. All right, with my 7 keys in tow, then, we shall continue. We could go through our back entrance of the basement and head down to the precipice from there. I really do like the design of this whole thing. I like that it's interconnected. It reminds me of some elements of some of my favorite games. Again, I'm always just a little bit wary of saying what stuff, because I can't be guaranteed that you've played all the games that I've played, right? But we'll say games that I have brought up multiple times on this playthrough, not even the channel, but this playthrough Oh, wait. I just chose the wrong path. I have to go back to the inner sanctum. That was stupid. Okay, well, I got ahead of myself. But that's okay. I think it's going to go through this direction, but I don't know that for sure. All right, back up with you. Yeah, I gotta do the gear puzzle again. All right, so we just head through this. I'm trying to think, are there any other doors that I've seen that haven't been used yet? I don't think so. I think we've done a pretty good job of clearing almost everything out. Obviously, there's still stuff we don't know. I wonder what the pacing of people's gameplay has been. Like, some people I can imagine getting lucky. And, that's a cracked wall. I can imagine some people getting lucky and getting to room 46 pretty early. But then in terms of finding out everything else you need to find out to get everything, even as like what I said when I first got to room 46, like getting down here, it's not guaranteed necessarily that you have the fountain drained, right? So how does that affect things? I'm curious about that path, if people get a little bit disgruntled at that. I could see that happening. All right. Let's see if this worked. Oh, yeah. What is this? Okay, so that's the inner sanctum. Right, that's where we just came from. That's the gear chamber. Oh, and this is going to be the cliffside. This still counts as the underpass. What the fuck? All right, we're definitely finding some floor plans in here. Oh. How do I do that? Okay, well, we found our next puzzle. So, Jesus, this is a crazy run. Okay, so where do I want? So I want to be here. I'm the one next to the sanctum chamber to its left if you're looking from inside this chamber. I mean, I'll take whatever I can get up here, really. So I could either go to that one, which looks like a blocked door, or I could go to that one. Actually, I guess they're both doors. Okay. Because I don't have a terminal there, so I don't have the ability to change anything. We're going to probably have to try both options. Okay, so this is much bigger than I expected. Which I guess is the moral of the story. So I have to be here. So I wonder, actually, if I turn this... So if I have to end up here... Is there something in that alcove? Doesn't look like it. No. Oh! What? Oh, shit. What? Was that just a wall? Okay. After almost 3 years in the tunnels, SNR has informed me that we will be closing up the sites in June. It has been a somewhat bittersweet experience working on such a historically significant excavation over the past 30-odd months, yet being unable to share any of that work with the world. Maybe one day. Still, there's a significant amount of work that has yet to be done, and it is vitally important that we conclude our efforts in the main cavern and reinforce the structural integrity of the site before we seal the tunnels next month. It may be many generations before they're reopened. Oh, so they know that they're going to seal it up. So this is just a shortcut, I guess. No. So yeah, shortcut. Okay, that's important. Because then that means I can get around. Right? So, hold on. If I keep this the way it is and then just run around. So I could run to this side. But I can't turn it from here. How does this change what I'm able to do? Because this isn't going to turn it up. This is just more flipping. Oh, I guess I could... Yeah, I could do something like that. Right? Or I could flip this. So there's two in between, so this would be to here. Oh, it just gives me more options. Okay, so let's just see what this one does. If I just turned it there. And that's going to be through this one. Right, this one brings it up. Cool. Okay. Now, this I have to turn to be able to get out of here. And the only way to do that is through there. And this is the one with the hidden wall. Right? Yes. Okay, great. Now, can I go... let's go back to the starting one. So that just puts me right back where I started, which is fine, but I have that ability. Let's not do that. Let's do this. And flip it all the way around. So the goal now is just to get to the sanctum on the other side, because as long as I can do that, I can turn it any way I want. Okay, this is not helpful here. So, if that's not helpful... then I need to change it. I wonder if can I flip it to that one. And then go through the secret shortcut. Come to here. What does this do? Okay. This one's the one that raises and lowers it, doesn't it? Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's bring that back up. So, flip this backwards. Again, I need this to be... So, I need to get to the inner sanctum with this being up. Which means I need to... How many spaces in between? So there's only one. So I need to either mount it from here, or I need to mount it... Oh, I can do that. Wait, hold on. I can do that. That's easy. I didn't even think about it. I have to just think with your brain. If I think with my brain, everything will be okay. So now it's up, which is great. Let's just turn it one more time. And now I can go through it. Yeah, that's fine. Done. Okay, and then once we're up here, now we just want to make sure, because now that's my starting position. So we'll do that way first, right? And see what that yields, and then we'll flip it. We are wasting steps every time we go between these two spaces, but that's okay. We have plenty of steps for a reason. And resources, but that's not going to help us now. Right. Okay, let's see. That's dead, that's dead, that's dead. Hello. That's dead. This is giving me something. Full drain, entry level, dock level. Entry level. Okay. I guess does it assume that we haven't done that yet? Okay, so we need it to be black on the sides. Okay. Almost. Okay, so this does the thing where it shifts again. Okay, that's good. I need at least 2 of these black squares to come down. Yeah, that's the way to do it. So hold on, how did I do that? So I clicked on the yellow square beneath it. Yeah. Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. More allowance. I think we're at 25. Wow, okay, that's really good. All right. After 10 days of pumping water up from the underground spring, the reservoir has finally been filled. It's a shame that the old station had to be flooded as a consequence of this action. The old station had to be flooded. But I suspect that may have been the actual reason they chose to build the reservoir here, and as an engineer, I agree that flooding is preferable to collapsing the entire tunnel. On the bright side, now that our water supply is no longer limited, we can start to leverage steam to a much greater extent. I suspect by this time next month, the steam-powered hoists at the main site will be able to run 24 hours a day. So is this saying that we can enter that hole if we put it at half? I think that's what it's saying. So if we put it at 6, so let's write that down. So we are on day 56. 6. Drain reservoir to 6 steps from empty. Entry into, quote, old station. An old station is one of the sanctum keys. Right? Maybe that's how we get there. We just got to do pump room down. Do we have pump room? I don't think we have it this time. No. Okay. All right, so that's new information. That's great. And now let's just flip it to the other side. We do our little trek. Pump room and boiler room are really getting work. I guess that makes sense, right? Okay, so now let's just flip it so 1, 2, and 3. Wonderful. Okay. So hopefully we can get in this side as well. Oh, I see. We didn't expend a step because we didn't step outside of it. Out of the inner sanctum hallway. That's good to know. Uh-oh. Fuck. What's even in there? Oh, I see blueprint. There's a letter in there, too! If you count small gates, 8 dates, crack, 8 safe. So this is a safe with a thing in there. Hold on. So can I put the word date in there? If you count small gates, I saw the 8 here. Red 8. Is that the only number in this entire thing? Oh, I wonder if it's letters that look like numbers. This would be a 0, though. It would be a 0 or an I, if that was going to be the case. Eight dates. Unfortunately, I don't know what to do here. 8 dates. Because this is a letter. For sure it is. So we found the one of the last 2, but we just need to know it's a 4-letter code. Yeah, there's nothing saying that O couldn't be a 0. There's nothing saying that I couldn't be a 1. Because the 8 is there, and that's so specific. I'm trying to think of just anything that I know that could be the answer to this. Why is there an 8? Why is there an 8? Eight dates. If you count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. I'm thinking about, like, if you use 8 for, like, the end of a word. So kind of like what we were thinking about with the gallery, where it's, like, sedate, right? I don't know how that relates to any other clue, but... relate. It's not like I can't come back down here, right? Because now the only thing that I needed to do this was the boiler room being on, and as long as I don't change that, I could keep attempting this. But I really would like to get it. I'd like to actually get a puzzle. Not like I haven't. I've been doing really well, but at least in my opinion, I've been doing really well. What does that say? I don't think there's any way for me to tell, but that looks like a black bordered room, which would be crazy. There's no other room I can use, correct? That one is checked off. That's the map. While I'm up here, I might as well check out. Yeah, that one I guess was always weird. The fact that it was just a hole without without anything in it. It was always kind of clamoring to be something. What do I want to do here? To make so many words. Just gonna go over my notes really quick. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. Eight would have to be the last digit of the thing, if necessary. I've been staring at my notes for a while. I don't know if I know what I can do here. I don't think I even have... Yeah. I think it's a date, but it's not a safe. So that's the only thing. I keep saying that line, but it's not a safe. Which is making me think like, oh, but I don't know what could this be. No. Well, we have it here. We know it's here. I think we're going to let this go. Unfortunately. Because I don't think there's anything I could do otherwise. Just thinking of other dates. Holidays. The 1-8 here seems like it might be correct. Oh, wait. What if I do an... Hold on. Hold on. Fuck yeah, baby! Come on! That was a fucking guess. That was a fucking guess. I had a... Like, I was like, wait, hold on. What if it's just a month? Dude, that... Oh my god, that might be my favorite... What is that? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, that's the old castle. What is that in the background? Oh, that's it's a minecart. Whoa, dude. 1. May 8th. Dear Baron Sinclair, to begin, my name is Worth Laud. My father used to work for your father, the Right Honorable Baron Thomas Sinclair, between the years of 1915 and 1918. The former having died last month and the advanced old age of 89, may he sleep in soot and ash. He left behind his widow, 7 children, and 30-odd grandchildren. I write to you today, however, not to inform you of these family affairs of little consequence, but to tell you a little bit about my father. He lived his life towering above us in solemn silence like many members of his and your father's generation. He never spoke of the work he did in the mountains of Reddington, or the famous estate in which he was stationed. He never spoke of the Baron, not once. I tell you this only to relate that he never betrayed the confidence your father placed in him. Your father placed in him. The secrets he kept for your family, he took with him underground. His elderly comrades and colleagues from his old mining outfit proved, however, to be not nearly as discreet and considered with their words. During the wake, fueled by a seemingly endless supply of spirits, these venerable gentlemen embarked on a journey down memory lane, recounting as much of the good old days as they could dredge up. While such reminiscences might typically just be dismissed as the fanciful ramblings of age, the volume and specificity of their accounts lend a certain credence to their words. Now, me, I'm not a presumptive man. I don't presume these stories to be true. I don't presume your house is host to secrets of this magnitude. Yet, I find myself irresistibly drawn to the idea of sharing these tales, true or not. They seem, after all, stories worth of being heard. I wonder if my current abundance of idle time fuels this urge. Perhaps I have too much time on my hands. Perhaps, if one were to engage me in some worthwhile and profitable enterprise, my eagerness to pass the time by telling stories would be curbed. I eagerly await a response from your lordship, Mr. Worth Laud. We're not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter, and we're not proud to join the endless procession of those who have knocked on your mailbox looking for a handout. Particularly so when our methods lack the refined sophistication and class that this author so effortlessly wields. So he was getting blackmail about the secrets down here. Treasure trove. You found a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add treasure trove to your drafting pool? Sure. Okay. Foreman's log, Scripps and Redford. I knew what we were looking at as soon as we uncovered the first spire, but it wasn't until the first floor plan was unearthed that most of the crew realized what ruins we were exhuming. The border was the same pitch as the sunless cavern we found it in, a dark-trimmed floor plan of ill-fated Arindia. We had found an authentic black print. The sooner we seal this site back up, the better for us all. Whoa. Okay, so how do we even... What even do we have at our disposal to get down there? Is it the sigils? Is that what this is? Is it getting to the castle? I think it might be. I think that's what the sigils in the inner sanctum get us to. Wow, dude. Or no, it's the water. It's the water level. Maybe we get in there because they said that's how they'll get in there. If they can get in there via the water tunnel, we can get in there too. Wow. Okay, so we're just a pump room away. And it's good because we just got our allowance and the sanctum key from underneath the reservoir. Now we can get the one from inside the station. Wow, I feel really good that I have 7 letters now. And they said that the 8th wasn't going to be readable, but I doubt that. Where is that 8th letter? And actually, what number do we still owe? Right, because that one was 1. We've seen the 8th one, so it's one of the ones in the middle. I think it might be 2. Have we missed 2? I think we don't have the second one. I could be wrong about that, but I think we don't have the second one. All right, now we could put this all back because we don't need to do this again. Not really. If I skip one, it's going to lead to the wrong thing. So yeah, let's just get out of this and reset it so that way it's correct for the next time we try to do this. Let's go this way. Okay, let's rotate it even more. We're going to rotate it to that one. Oh, wait, we don't want to do that. We want to rotate it so we can get these 2 or these 2 to connect. I think that should do it. Wow. So much. That was exhilarating, having that puzzle work. Do I have this right? I don't know if I have it right, but we're going to try it. If I can get back to the top one, then it's fine. That is the most annoying gem in the game to get for sure, though. That's funny. If I ever get really desperate and run out of gems, then I can do that. Okay. So, and then let's change. To get to inner sanctum. Did I have it right already? It's got to come. Oh, I could just do that now. I don't have to even change it. Oh, that's brilliant. Right? I could just walk right into it now? Yep. Excellent. I don't even have to deal with the puzzle anymore. So I retroactively rescind all of my thoughts about the tedium of doing that puzzle a couple times. Okay, so theoretically, what does it mean if I drain the reservoir? So if I refill it but halfway. So if I refill this from halfway, I'm going to want to come in from the fountain, aren't I? Or at least from that side. Because the boat's there. The boat's not here. Maybe we have a... Oh. Hello. I see... Yeah, I can't believe I didn't even try that, but yeah, there's definitely something out there. And this side doesn't have a hole, right? No. So yeah, I think the goal is going to then be, it's not a map. The goal is going to be to go from that direction, fill this halfway to the 6th mark, and then use the boat. But is that water level going to even work? I'm confused about that, but I'm going to have to trust it. And then how do I get there? I can get there from... Well, I can get there from here. No, I can't. I have to go through the fountain, which means I'd have to drain that too. I don't think that that's impossible, though. Is it impossible to drain the whole fountain but half of the reservoir? I feel like no. Well, there's only one way to find out, and we're not going to do it on this one. I think I'm going to call it. What an interesting day this has been. I probably jumped a couple times in the edit for the lock. I'm probably just sitting there looking at it for minutes. I can't even tell you how long that was. But I'm glad we did it. That's day 56 in the can. A pump room gets us to the way to the next spot. So all we need is a pool and a pump room. We need a pool and a pump room, and we need a gallery and a room 8. And that's our big stuff. And then maybe we can draft a treasure trove in the meantime. Until we get to do that, though, I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you then.